Hey everyone, welcome back. This is another FlowLab tutorial. In this one, I'm going to be working in my Pong game, and I'm going to be setting up a quick way to show score. So I'm going to come here to this sprite here. This is this is the ball in the game. So I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to go to Behaviors. And I'm just going to click and drag and move my code up a little bit so you can see. And to do it, I need to set up collision detection for the left wall and the right wall. So I'm going to start off over here under triggers, and I'm going to click on collision twice, 1, 2, and I'm going to drag them off over here. I'll click on the very first collision, and I'm going to go ahead and set it up here where it says any type. I'm going to click on left wall, and then I'll click on OK. And for this one here, I'll choose right wall and click on OK. Now I'm going to come over here where it says logic and math, and I'm going to add 2 number blocks. And this is these blocks are going to keep track of the score. So I'm going to drag the dot from the output from the hit to the plus, And for the final block, for the mandatory block, I'm going to come here to where it says GUI, which stands for Graphical User Interface. Sometimes they call it GUI. And I'm going to go ahead and add 2 label blocks. And this is what allows us to physically see the score in number form. So I'm going to drag those over here. And I want to go from the out dot to the value dot for both. Okay. Now when I click on these, you want to come up here where it says label, it might be tough to see, but the word label has actually appeared in your game. You can see it just right up here in the top left-hand corner. It's light gray, so it's a little tough to see. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here, and instead of label, I'm going to go ahead and type in 0, since that's going to be our starting score. And you can go ahead and change the color. For speed here, I'm going to leave the colors the same, I think. And then down below the color, you have the font, so you can go ahead and go through there. I'll go ahead and I'll leave the font the same. You can change the size here. I wish you could click on the number here and type it in, but you can't. So I'm just going to go ahead and click, and I'm going to change it to about 15 or so. Okay, 15.5 apparently. You can change the alignment just like you can in a text editor, and you can go ahead and you can add in some border options, which is kind of cool. And then that's it. I'm going to go ahead and click on OK, and then I'll do the same thing for this one here. Go ahead and change it to 0. Color is green. I think that'll be fine, and I'll change the size 15.5. At least they're the same size. And again, you have your options here. Click on OK. All right, so the right wall is in a green. So now what I need to do is I'll click on OK, and now I can come over here and I can click and I can drag, and they're going to appear over here. So it's really tough to see, but there's the pink right there. If I go ahead, let me click and drag it here like that. And if I go ahead and I press play, there you'll go ahead and you'll see the green. Okay, and so you'll see what's happened is that each time that I score on the right-hand side, that I get scored on, the game starts over again. So why is that happening? Well, we don't need that feature anymore. So I'm going to go back to the ball sprite, edit, behaviors, and it's happening because of this code right here. It's detecting the collision in the right wall, and then it's restarting the game. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on that, and I don't really need it, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. You always want to make sure you delete old code. And now to test it out, okay, So you can see that each time that I get scored on, the number goes there. So it looks like my code is, or my score at least, is backwards. I should have the numbers reversed. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quickly, and then I'll be pretty much done. Okay, so my score, my right-hand player score should be the pinkish color, and then the other player, whether it's a computer or it's another player, will be the green color there. Okay, so now each time that I score on the other person, you can see the pinkish score is going there. I'm not really sure why the ball is sometimes hitting or stopping in midair and then reflecting over. So that's a collision error. It's a glitch. It shouldn't be doing that. I'm not sure if there's a solution for it, like I just did there. So that makes me a little sad. But I hope this tutorial helped you out and set up a quick two-player score. In the next video, I'll go ahead and I'll show you how you can bring in another player. All right, thanks. I'll see you next time.